So you just found out you're going to be moving to Gainesville, but you know basically nothing about the area? Is it just a college town? Is the crime bad? What about the hurricanes and sinkholes? Those are all legitimate questions. But what you should really be asking about? It's going to be the alligators. Yay! So one really popular neighborhood that you're probably going to hear a lot about is going to be Hale Plantation. Now, whether you're looking to buy or rent, Hale Plantation will have a lot of different options. We're going through the Hale Village right now with all the little shops and restaurants and boutiques and all of that good stuff. They also do a weekly farmers market here. So it's a really great community with lots going on. It's going to be over in Southwest Gainesville. Really great location if you're working at UF, Shands, pretty much anywhere around town. You're only going to be about 20 minutes away. So if that's not already on your radar, make sure you're watching out for properties in Hale Plantation. So now we're driving through another great neighborhood, and it's just an example of what Gainesville has to offer. We're actually out in town of Tioga. Beautiful homes. They do offer new construction. Up at the front of the neighborhood, you've got the Tioga Town Center with its shops, bakeries, restaurants, and all of that great stuff. And then you've also got Tioga Flats, which has some beautiful apartments that are just going to be rentals. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you head out to Jonesville, check out this area. So when you're moving to a new area, it can feel extremely overwhelming. You don't know any of the neighborhoods, the schools, or anything going on. So what you really want to do is just simplify things. What are you looking for in a home and in a neighborhood? Do you like new construction, older homes with bigger yards, or is the school zone going to be the main priority? Once you have that list, it'll get a little bit easier. But really, if you want personalized help, what you'll want to do is go ahead and click the link in the description, fill out those simple questions, and then I'll give you some personalized suggestions of great neighborhoods in Gainesville that are worth checking out. So another thing to keep in mind when you're moving to Gainesville is going to be the utilities. If you're looking anywhere online, you're going to see that Gainesville does have a reputation for having expensive utilities. And that's primarily going to be because of GRU, Gainesville Regional Utilities. They cover pretty much everyone in town. If you get to the outskirts and some of the smaller areas just outside of Gainesville, you could have Clay Electric. But just keep that in mind as you're relocating here, that you may end up paying a little bit more than you expect for those monthly utility bills. So then you'll also need to set up your internet service. That's one good thing that Gainesville has seen a lot of growth. It used to just be Cox Cable. They were really the only primary option. But recently now we've got AT&T Fiber, and then you've also got IQ Fiber, who's been going around town laying all of their lines, along with Pavlov Media. So overall, a lot of good internet service options, offering multiple gigs, probably way more than the average person will ever really need. And it's also helping bring the prices down because there's not just one dominant player anymore here in town. So once you get to Gainesville and start exploring the area, one place you'll definitely want to check out is going to be Celebration Point. You've got the movie theater, lots of shops, restaurants, dining, just a ton of stuff going on. There's always different events, so it's definitely worth checking out. Now, if you're looking for some additional shopping and dining options and general things to do, Butler Plaza is going to be another very popular part of town. It's over off of Archer Road. You're close to the interstate, not too far from Shands and UF, but there's always something going on and tons of great restaurants over here. So I also wanted to drive you through the downtown area so you could just get a look and feel for what's going on over here. You've got some older historic type buildings, some great restaurants. Then if you want to catch a play, you definitely need to come over to the Hippodrome and check out all the great plays they've got going on. So it is a unique area. So overall, Gainesville is going to be a college town, but there's so much more than that. You've definitely got some suburban areas, some rural areas, and all different vibes throughout town. So as you explore, you're going to find neat places like this, Depot Park over in the downtown area. But then if you're looking for more outdoorsy type things, you can check out Lachua Trail, San Falasca, Paynes Prairie. There's just so many different options in the area and so many different reasons to get outdoors. So when it comes to doctors and hospitals, Gainesville is definitely a major hub for healthcare. You've got Shands UF Hospital, which is a major player in the area and in the country. extremely well known with top tier doctors and a lot of great specialty doctors. Then you've got the cancer hospital, the VA hospital, and the children's hospital, all right here in Gainesville. Now that brings a ton of people to the area, but it also brings a lot of wait times. If you're a new patient looking for a doctor, depending on the specialty and the department, it could take anywhere from 6 months, even a year, just to get that initial appointment. So one question I get asked all the time is, how walkable is Gainesville? And while it is a fairly small town, it's also pretty spread out. So unless you're a student that lives on campus and riding one of these buses, you're probably going to need a car. Now, there is a good chance that if you live downtown and work at the university or hospital, you can still walk to the majority of places. But overall, people are either going to have cars, scooters, or bicycles really to get around to the majority of places. So finally, as we're driving around, we're over here at the University of Florida now, driving through campus. Now, this is where you're going to see some of the scooters, all of the students, and there's just way more activity and life and things going on, tons of restaurants. And again, just so much going on with so many people. That's one of the great things about Gainesville. You can live on the outskirts and not see any of this, or you can live right in the middle of it and stay enjoying all of the sports, activities, and everything else the university brings to town. So as you start to explore Gainesville a little bit more, you'll start to feel less like some random city and more like home. But before you make any really big decisions like where to live, you should watch this video where my wife and I drive you around town and share with you all of the most popular neighborhoods that Gainesville has to offer.